financial planning isn't just about making decisions today. It's about structuring your finances so you can make the right moves at every stage of your life. Clients who regularly engage with their financial planner are significantly more likely to hit their wealth goals than those who just check in occasionally. What does having a financial planner on an ongoing basis mean for you? If there's a burning question, you give me a call and I can answer that straight away. Welcome to Elevate Your Wealth. And today we're going to be talking about ongoing clients. So who are ongoing clients? How do we help them? And, why is that important? A financial expert who knows you and your goals and your situation inside out, someone who helps you make smart financial decisions, keeps you accountable and ensures you stay on track. That is the value of having an ongoing service relationship with a financial planner. But here's the thing, we don't work with everyone, and that's not because we're exclusive for the sake of that being us just being exclusive. It's because great financial planning is a mutual relationship. Your win is our win, and the better we understand each other, the more value we can actually provide you over time. So let's look at this practical fact. Clients who regularly engage with their financial planner are significantly more likely to hit their wealth goals than those who just check in occasionally. Consistency and guidance make all the difference. That's just because, we stay in touch and we can really understand. So in today's episode, we're really breaking down who our ongoing service clients are, what we do for them, and why this approach delivers the best results for them. So the question is, who is actually an ongoing service client? So what exactly is an ongoing service client? The clients who understand their financial planning isn't one and done. It's an ongoing journey that requires good strategy, accountability, adjustments along the way as well. So here's what defines an ongoing service client, because I can imagine people thinking, well, okay, what does that mean? They pay a retainer to have us on call. Whenever they need financial guidance or just the questions, we're there. You don't have these with other professionals like your doctors. You just can't pick up the phone and say, hey, can I speak to my doctor now? But that is one trait of, having us ongoing. You can call us anytime. We would love to meet at least once a year to review their finances and track progress towards their goals. I like meeting clients when they want. This just ensures they feel valued and have peace of mind, because if there's a burning question, you give me a call and I can answer that straight away. Another key thing as well is we handle communication with other professionals. That way, sending out reports, coordinating with the accountants, the lawyers and mortgage brokers really helps to ensure that everything is aligned and we're all working towards the client's best interest. Another thing is we proactively call them just to discuss new strategies or opportunities that arise and can benefit them. We cannot do this if these are one-off clients. We also take their financial worries on so they can focus on life and then they can stay on track with other things, and we really help them. So what does an example look like? I have a client who used to stress about tax time. They were not sure about super contributions, how their investments are going, and whether they were on track for retirement. Now they just shoot me a quick email and we handle it all. They've freed up time and they've definitely eliminated financial stress and are making better decisions faster because they have a trusted expert in their corner. So what do we actually do for ongoing service clients? I know people are wondering, what does having a financial planner on an ongoing basis mean for you, like in practice? So let me break that down for you so you actually can understand that. Key services we give to our ongoing service clients are we provide structured financial planning sessions. These are annual reviews, strategy updates, or check-in just to keep them on track. We also really just act as their personal CFO, managing your finances, ensuring the investments are aligned and not going out of risk, and then ensuring that they can focus on their life or their business or anything else. We help them avoid costly mistakes, whether it's a bad investment, overpaying tax, or just making a poor financial decision that could have been avoided if you had picked up the phone. We guide them towards the best choices for their finances. We also introduce new strategies. One of the key things there is, strategies do evolve. Whether is now is the time to do debt recycling, now is the time to change investments, or just manage a concentrated position. We communicate that with them, and then we tailor the advice to them because we're constantly thinking about how we can benefit them. We also just, in other words, simplify their life by dealing with accountants, mortgage brokers, and other professionals. When all your professionals are actually working together and seeing how they can help you, you get a better outcome than just having the one professional who does everything for you. So what is a real life example? One of my clients is a busy executive who doesn't have time to track every financial detail. Okay. And because we work together on an ongoing basis, I can proactively advise him as to what needs to be done on any investment structures. And what has happened over time as well is we've been able to save him lots of taxes because we've been able to guide him to make smart decisions on a timely basis. That's the power of having an ongoing service, and obviously work together with other professionals for him as well. So why do we focus on ongoing service clients? Most people might be wondering, okay, well, why focus on ongoing service clients instead of taking on, everyone who needs advice? The answer is very simple for me: is quality over quantity. We want to be able to give quality service versus trying to help everyone out there. Of the key benefits of working with people on an ongoing service as well, we really get to have a deep understanding of what works for them. And that just has better outcome because each time we meet, we get to understand them and we can really tailor things for them inside out. Generally, this leads to better financial decisions and a better life outcome for these people. So these better investments are also consistent because, or rather are better for ongoing clients than one-off, because one-off is like, well, you see us now and then you come back in a few years' time. It's very hard to then help you keep accountable and give you that strategic guidance as life changes. I personally feel the best financial planners don't just give you advice, they really guide your clients through every stage of life. I know generally going through every stage of life, you need to adapt to strategies that fit your need at that point in time. So that's why we generally prioritize ongoing service relationships over one-off engagements. So just a client story here, just to help you understand that fact. One of my long-standing clients started with a simple goal of saving for her first home. And it was just that simple. Let's say for the first home. But over time, what we've done is we've helped them invest. We've helped them start to restructure that debt now that she's got in the first home. And that is helping her build wealth beyond that original goal of just building, getting enough for the first house. And that couldn't have happened if we just had a single conversation saying, yes, set up the investments and go buy a house. That had to happen because things translated over time. In fact, when we were actually doing this at that point in time, she did not think she could get a first home, but now things have progressed a lot. So what is the key takeaway? Financial planning isn't just about making decisions today. It's about structuring your finances so you can make the right moves at every stage of your life. And making this at crucial times is very important. Having a financial planner on an ongoing basis definitely gives you that accountability, structure, and guidance needed to truly build the wealth you want. So some people listen and be like, okay, well, Victor, okay, what do I do next? Step 3, the third and final step, you can subscribe to the podcast, and you can also share this episode with someone who you think needs to hear this because they might be looking for an ongoing relationship. And the final thoughts I'll leave you with is financial success isn't about luck. It's about structure, consistency, and having the right people in your corner. If you're serious about getting ahead, don't just take one-off advice, commit to a long-term plan and a long-term relationship with someone you can trust and relate with.